I am convinced Santa has ADHD, and I will die on this hill. Hear me out. First of all, he works one night a year, not a little bit every week, not a steady schedule. He procrastinates the entire year. And then he does a full planet-sized productivity sprint in one night. That's not time management. That's an ADHD deadline response. And when does he work? Late at night. Of course he does. He lives at the North Pole where it is literally dark for months, long nights, quiet world, no interruptions. Then on the darkest night, he's like, I'm gonna go get in the sled and do my entire job at once. Tell me that's not, my brain only works when everyone's asleep, energy. Now, let's talk about systems. The man is famous for what? A list. He is making a list and checking it twice. That's not just a song. That's an external brain. He knows his working memory is garbage. He is not trusting his brain to remember who lives where, who wanted what. He writes it down and he double checks it. Classic ADHD coping strategy. Okay, and gift giving. ADHD people are elite gift givers. You can mention one tiny thing in passing and we'll connect 12 dots. You're like, I like Star Wars. I like gardening. Cool. Here is a Star Wars gardening gnome. Santa is supposedly watching you all year, so he's basically doing like long-term pattern matching. Oh, you love drawing. You keep stealing your mom's pens. You mentioned space once. Here's a space-themed sketchbook for you. That is exactly how ADHD brains give gifts. Unexpected, specific, and weirdly perfect. Now, look at his support system. Elves everywhere. Mrs. Claus, she's probably running the show, let's be real. Elves are neurotypical project managers. They are in the workshop like, it is my job to put this one screw in one toy and then pass it to the next elf. That is assembly line focus. That is not Santa. Santa is like, thank you for building literally everything. I'm going to take my sled and do the entire delivery route myself in one night. And I guarantee you the elves have offered to optimize this. They're like, Santa, we can break this route into chunks. We can automate the list. We can do regional drops. And he's like, I cannot explain how my brain does this. I just go house, chimney, present, next. That is such an ADHD move. You cannot hand off the weird system that only lives in your head. Okay, cookies. I don't want you to tell me that's not dopamine management strategy. Deliver gifts to this house, eat a cookie, deliver to the next house, more cookies. He's built a reward system on every continent. And the outfit, okay? Yeah, we gotta talk about that. Same suit every time. No decision fatigue. No, what should I wear to deliver the presents to billions of people around the world? Red suit, boots, done. And then there's his small talk. Most of what he says in public is like, ho, ho, ho. That's ADHD social script. Like, I do not know what to say, so here's my default noise. You get excited, you laugh, you repeat yourself. It's not polished, it's his vibes. So let's put it all together. One giant last-minute hyper-focus sprint. Lives in darkness so he can work all night where it's quiet. Runs on cookies as dopamine and uses list for an extra brain. Relies on neurotypical elves and Mrs. Claus for structured work and shows love by giving weirdly perfect dot-connecting gifts. Communication in vibes and sound effects. Tell me, the man is not ADHD coded. And honestly, I kind of love that because the whole story of Santa, like this chaotic, overstimulated guy with a strange schedule who uses a support system and uses his big heart and creativity to make people feel seen. Man, if any part of that sounds like your brain, you're closer to Santa than you think. Look, follow for more leadership, neurodivergent brain takes, and completely serious over analyzing Mr. Santa Claus.